The military has finally um, confirmed that there was a military coup plot in 2025. That those officers that they arrested late September, early October was as a result, early October 2025 was as a result of them planning a coup. So it has moved from speculation, media reports, to the military confirming that, and that investigations have been concluded, and that those that were that were suspected to be involved, that they will face a panel, they will face justice, right? So we've been seeing information about this school since last year, and the information we've been getting was that this thing was supposed to be something that just took place in 2025, right? Took place 2025. They were thinking of a date in October or so, and then information leaked and they were arrested and all of that. Now, Premium Times is reporting something significant. Premium Times reports that suspected coup plotters plan to truncate Buhari's handing over to Tinubu. Says the coup was initially scheduled for 29 May 2023 during the presidential inauguration. And this one is new, because I thought that this coup something came up. People were not happy with the way President Tinubu was handling things. The military officers were not happy and all that, and they now decided to now do something about it. That's what I thought. But now, if according to what Premium Times is saying, was that the initial plan was to stop Tinubu from becoming president. Initial plan was to carry out the attack during the inauguration, right? It says that as Nigerians prepared for the transfer of power on 29th May 2023, a group of military officers were quietly plotting to overthrow the country's democracy and assassinate key political figures. Premium Times gathered that the coup plotters plan to violently disrupt the handover of power from former President Muhammadu Buhari to President Bola Tinubu. So, this information is significant, because what this implies is that the coup plotters, they want Tinubu to become president. They wanted to stop the handover from Buhari to Tinubu. That's what they wanted to do, and now install a military government. Why this is important is that it means that those who were planning this thing, this plan, this coup something, started when Buhari was president. That is important, because now the minister, the person that's implicated as being a financier to the coup, the alleged financier to the coup, is Chief Timipre Silva, former governor of Bayelsa State and Minister of State for Petroleum when Buhari was president, is the one that's been accused of funding the coup. So, if this coup something started while Buhari was president, and they wanted to stop the handover from Buhari to Tinubu, what that implies is that those who initiated, those who orchestrated this plot, did it to stop Tinubu's presidency. That is the implication. They wanted to stop it. So the question now is that, who are those who would want to stop Tinubu's presidency, right? We know that there was an election, and before the election, there were major figures, who were contesting. We had Atiku Abubakar, we have Peter Obi, we have Kwankwaso, we have Bola Tinubu. Now, the major contenders, they would want to win and want Tinubu to lose, right? And they went to contest. So the major contenders are not really parts of this thing now. The From my reading of this is that some persons were desperate to ensure that Tinubu doesn't become president. They were desperate enough because this thing requires funding, requires money. And these military officers on their own could not just sit up and plan this and do this. They require funding. And who were those who could have that kind of funding and that kind of desperation to see to it that there was an option of a military takeover?